All right, here we are. Sorry about the light. Here we are in Music Appreciation Month for rock and roll. Actually, there is no such thing. I just made it up. That happens that way because I've got to have something to talk about. There is no such thing, but here at ICA there is, and this right here is something very interesting. This is classic for classics, okay? This ain't like, Nickelback. To a lot of people, that's a classic rock band. No, they're not. To some people, maybe even Nirvana is. They're getting there. But this is the classics classic, okay? What I'm saying is, those guys in Aerosmith are like, that's classic rock. That's when you know it's classic. That's what it's all about. Now, before I forget, this is ICA. I need one like. I need one subscriber. And as always, it's unedited and never rehearsed. And I mean never. You know what about the subscriber? If you don't want to do it, then, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, this is ICA, Igor's Cable Access. Now, we're going to take a look in the classic of classics, the grandpa of rock and roll. Here it is. This is, well, it's a scream, but really what it is it's the Animals. Now, everybody's heard House of the Rising Sun, I'm sure, man. But anyways, the Animals were the first band to ever do it. Eric Burton and the Animals. Right? Okay, yeah. Anyways, here it is. House of the Rising Sun. A piece of old rock and roll history. Now, this thing is like beyond ancient. I don't even know if my grandparents were alive when this came out. Oh, watch that chord. Here we go.
There is a house in New Orleans.
Turn up a little bit here.
They call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God, I know I'm one.
Now, I'm just curious, why are they all wearing the same thing? They all look like they're like they work at the Sears suit section or the J.C. Penney's, gentleman's part. That's what they look like, man. They look like they're just some kind of, far out, place where you gotta have at least a suit and a tie just to park your car. I mean, I don't really know what kind of bands dress like that, but this must have been before, Motley Crue or something. I don't know. Let's see. Now I could play that on the drums. Man, he looks like Leave It to Beaver. Went to college or something. Man. Yeah, I could definitely do that drum thing. I mean, I don't even play drums. I could do that. I know I could. I could jam in this band. I don't know about that keyboard though. Okay. I'm sitting there thinking, we got Beaver. I don't know where Eddie Haskell is. Or is that Eddie Haskell? I don't know. But check this out. I'll tell you what. I bet one of these guys in the band, I bet their mom takes and washes and folds all of those suits. I bet one guy in that band's got a mom that does everything, does all the cleaning. And I mean, I'm talking probably even washes and folds their underwear and puts them in a drawer. I mean, you probably got a really, really good mama, to somebody that's in this band. Because you really think that rock and roll band's going to keep them suits up like that? I don't. I mean, can you imagine what they would look like in a week? I mean, they'd have beer stains and they have burnt cigarette holes and pizza on them. And no, Mama's coming in and keeping that stuff clean. Or Grandma. Somebody that's got a really clean sense to them. Probably in a really nice house or everything, you know, says like Mama's house and Mama's kitchen. Everything's real nice and clean and pretty and delicate and all that kind of stuff. Here, let's go on. Let's check out. Man, we got to move this wire. I'm not going to trip and fall and have like a bad accident or something. I don't know. Here, let's check this out.
He satisfied is when he's on drum.
Well, they're walking in uniform at least. I don't know, this just don't rock as hard as they did years later, you know. But I guess back then that was really jamming down. Yeah, that was a really hard jam session right there. It's like, you know,
Tell your children.
You know, you're sitting there thinking, this don't rock you hard, and I am too. But back millions of years ago, man, when this stuff was out, you know, people was coming out saying that, you gotta turn this down. This is too loud. This music's evil. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. Well, that was before Marilyn Manson and who knows what else come out, you know what I'm saying? But at one time, this was the hardcore Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper. I mean, people just freaked on it. Imagine what they would have thought if they would have seen years into the future. This right here looks like something that kids listen to and sing on the bus, compared to what came out years later. Now, let's move on. A little history lesson there, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising
I wonder where the House of the Rising Sun really is. That guy looks like he's had like too many Red Bulls. And he's worried about missing that key. Alright, now they're really getting down with it. Where's the solo guitarist at? Turn that down, boys, that's just too loud. Turn that down, boys, we can't hear gun smoke. Wow. Maybe here in a minute the guitar solo is going to be whipped out. Well, take it down a note. You know, if you like the Beatles, y'all might dig this. You know, that right there almost sounded like, well, I don't know what that was. That almost sounded like Dracula's castle at the end of that song. I'm still having to get used to this TV remote that I've been using for years. But anyways, that was creepy. That like Dracula's rising from his coffin. Anyways, this is ICA. That was old prehistoric music from the Animals. Until next time, take it or leave it. Once again, I'm your boy Igor, and I'll see you, and I'm out. Woo!